So can you explain a little bit about what detox is and why should we be noticing it?
Yeah. So I think a lot of people who think about detox think about it from a heavier perspective, meaning in the physical, right? So a lot of people will think about, if they've drunk drunk a lot of alcohol, the next day they're hungover, or they think about drug addiction or that type of thing. Your body has to detox it because there's a lot of toxicity in the system that their body needs to clear out of itself. Okay, so and you can think of it in a lighter form in the sense of you do it more from a beneficial standpoint, like constructively from the beginning. So meaning like if you're going into a cleanse, for example, a lot of people will think of detoxification as I'm not going to eat certain things so I can eliminate toxins from my body so that my organs or my body as a whole functions in a higher level order. Okay, so for detox, what I mean from frequency work perspective, and I just want to note before I launch into this thing, that even if you've been doing this for a while, when we revisit some of these basics or the fundamentals, it can be really interesting because as I increase in my frequency resonance and what I learn, there are nuances that change in the fundamentals, which can make a big shift for some. So I just want to mention that. So as opposed to just thinking, oh, well, I already know that. I encourage you to listen because you never know sometimes what refinement you can make that can make a difference for you and your experience. So I just invite that. But in any case, for frequency work, what I mean by detox, or you can also call it integration, because that's actually more, in a way, accurate. When we do frequency work, I eliminate the distortion patterns on frequency level instantly. Okay, so those are gone out of the field. Now, you have a physical body that resonates at a lower vibrational level than your spirit, obviously, right? We're denser, we're embodied. So our physical, mental, emotional bodies are heavier, and it requires for the elimination of that pattern to be complete for you as the participant in the frequency work to engage your free will, to acknowledge where that has shown up in your life and to have awareness of that and to release it. That will facilitate the detox or the release process. Even if you don't do that, you may experience detox because detox is simply when, or integration, whatever you want to call it, is when your physical, mental, emotional bodies start to pace up to the same resonance that your spirit body has now shifted to. Because those distortion patterns that were around you were heavier at spirit level. They're not there anymore. So your vibration level has now jumped up on spirit level. So the heaviness of your physical embodiment, which includes your mental, emotional, again, has to clear in order to match that, right? To pace up with that. Now, I just mentioned the confirm the removal, to use your free will to release that. Okay, that's an important part of the process in terms of facilitating it, making it faster, clearer, better for yourself. Even if you don't do that, you'll be forced into an integration process where you are releasing those heavier patterns out of the denser fields in order to catch up on the physical with frequency. Does that make sense?
Yeah, just to pause for a second for the new listeners, the confirming the removal. If someone hasn't been listening to the podcast, what you're talking about is there's either a GFC on it or you can do it yourself, but it's basically, like you said, free will, acknowledging what's coming up for you and saying no.
Yeah, it's no longer mine.
It's no longer mine. And that's the part where you're talking about that you're not the one doing everything here. You do your part and that's our part.
Yeah, that's right. And there's a whole episode called The Most Important Tool in Your Toolkit, which is all on confirming the removal. And there is a GFC that is specifically just on how to do it. Okay, so and you've done it many times yourself. Many people have. It's for sale on the website. So if you don't know what that is, please go check out those resources. But it's really key in the integration process to facilitate it, to accelerate it, and to help you to empower yourself